For brand new clients who want to do estate planning for the first time, or even those who haven't looked at their stuff for 10 years and come in, people often ask me, I can't remember, like, what's the difference between a will and a trust? Why am I doing this trust? So I want to first get out of the way that the will, if you have minor children, that is the document where you nominate the guardians for your minor children, the guardians to raise them and to manage their money while they're still minors. You don't do that in a trust. That's just not how it's set up. So the will has that function regardless. But for this video, I want to focus more on assets. And so the difference between a will and the trust for your assets is a will is just a one-way ticket to probate court. I mean, a will is a great document to have what you want on paper. Like, everyone should at least have their thoughts on paper, and that is the introductory document to do that. The downside with a will is that it has to go through the court system. It has to have a judge approve it. There needs to generally be an accounting done. It has to be put in the newspaper. When you see all those public notices of people who've passed away in their estates, that is for the benefit of family members, creditors, people associated with that deceased person. It's a very public document, and you see when someone famous dies with a will or nothing at all these reporters and other people rush down to the courthouse because they want to see what did Michael Jackson or Frank Sinatra do with his will. That's because it is a public document that goes through the court system. It tends to be expensive, long, arduous, just more headache for the person who has to take over. So, but at least it's step one of getting your thoughts written down on paper. And then a trust is something that's handled privately. So with a trust, you have this basket, this jewelry box set up, and you've put all the jewels in the box, and you've given someone the key, and then you say, I trust you to go and handle everything, go right to it under these circumstances. So generally, unless there's fighting among the heirs or something's gone wrong with some of the assets, generally we set up a trust with the idea that we don't go to court. We handle everything in my office. Lots of money can flow through a trust just with the help of an attorney and the trustees. I have literally had clients in the hot real estate market whose parents have died. Parents said, I want you to go ahead and sell this property right away. It's a great market. Go ahead and do it. I've had clients be able to do it, close a transaction in 3 weeks because everything was set up properly. There were no problems with the children, and we just were able to get it done. There's no way I could do something like that if I had to go through the court system. So the main differences with assets between a will and a trust is just a trust can be handled quickly, generally privately, and there isn't the same kind of court intervention that you have when you have to when you create a will. So I hope you find this information helpful. Thank you so much for watching.